Hello YouTube, ZiggyNo back with another video. In this one I want to talk about the NBA and preview of the 2020-2021 draft class and how that's going to impact the hobby. Now things are going to be a lot different, right? Because the draft isn't taking place until October this year, but the lottery is coming up on August 20th, so less than 10 days away. And this is going to be important. So let's take a look at the teams that are already in the potential for the lottery, right? Pair some of these teams. Let's say if the Warriors, the Knicks, or the Bulls get the top three picks, that could be very impactful for the draft. Maybe even the Hawks. Could you pair somebody with the Hawks? Do you even know who's the top selections or the top draft picks going into the next season? Well, we're going to talk a little bit about that in this video as well. But first domino to fall will be this lottery next week and who gets what selections. So keep an eye out for that. And again, very, very short season with the draft taking place on October 16th, only a few days after the finals will conclude, if everything stays on track. Now, let's look at what this means in the hobby. Now, for basketball, you'll see, first of all, a lot of things have been kind of pushed, right, in the hobby. These are your major releases. I'm not seeing several other releases that I'm expecting. Like, I don't see Flawless on here yet. I also don't see any mention of the Donruss and Hoops products that I heard Panini talk about. Um, so we'll see what else could be popping up. But I highlight right here, this is the first draft basketball product. So we got to assume this is the first product on the calendar which will have the new players. Now this will be interesting too because the draft won't take place until a few weeks later. So this day can either push or Panini could just go forward with college products and get these young kids out in some college uniforms with autographs. So let's see what happens there. But just want to bring your attention to this. Now, what I will tell you is start doing some research, right? If you haven't already, you should be scouting because no one else is doing this for you. Who are the top 10 picks for next year? And how they line up with different teams should impact how you're going to be approaching your basketball strategy for next year. I always look at, trying to find the top 5 draft picks and try to target, say, 3, 4, and 5, maybe as good picks to go after early on in some of the products. I'm thinking like Donruss, Optic, Prism, Select. Again, that's right around the corner. Now, with the season the way it is, I'm expecting these will get delayed. Prism, for example, is normally a December product. It wouldn't surprise me that it gets pushed back to January, but still be on the lookout for this. So let's look at some of the top players. Don't mean to keep you in suspense. LaMelo Ball, it looks like to be the #1 player, right? Talks a little bit about strengths, weaknesses. I'll leave some of the links for you guys below. Compares him to a bigger Trae Young. That's an interesting comparison. His brother has not been doing very well, and I think it's very interesting that we're not hearing from his father this time. Here's another. I've heard a little bit about this guy, Killian Hayes, his comparisons. The next guy, I won't even try to pronounce his name, compared to Bam. I saw there's a video I'll show you in a moment on this guy from Israel, and could he be an NBA All-Star in the future? So a lot of interesting stuff. You should be out there scouting, looking at these guys, doing some research. Look at their matchups like Toppin. I'm a big fan of Toppin just because I followed him in college, but he was one of the only people following. He's coming 6th in this ranking, right? But again, where's he going to fall? Where's he going to go? I remember following this guy in college as well for Auburn. And then let's see. Oh, Wiseman, right? We heard about this guy who left early on. Look at a 7'1", 240 center. Now, centers are big men. Is he going to be, is he a good? Is he the next Aiton, or is he the next, who knows, right? But it'll be interesting to keep an eye on that guy. And again, he's coming in 8th on this listing here. Halliburton, I didn't even know. I guess that's how you say that, Halliburton, right? Vanderbilt dude. Lonzo Ball, compared to Lonzo Ball. You don't want to be compared to Lonzo Ball, and this guy's compared to Buddy Hield. So another thing you can do on your research, not just checking, CBS, go out to YouTube and do some video watching. This is on Killian Hayes, some great videos on him. Here's one on this Dini guy from Israel. Look, he's ranked number 6 in this one, Toppin 7th. You got Edwards, Wiserman, you got Ball 4th in this one. And again, this is a little bit longer ago. This is a few weeks ago. I guess a few longer ago. Well, it's about a month old. But again, some good insight, guys. Get out there, start doing your research. Here's a great video of LaMelo Ball where they're scouting him. And this is back in March, being scouted as #1 potential pick overall. But again, my point here, guys, when you put all this information together, Start looking at the classes. Now, I will tell you again, from my perspective, I do not like college products at all. And I'm going to be very weary. I think this year's going to be interesting because there'll probably be a frenzy on this stuff. I suspect it's going to go crazy. I would not want to buy this or would want to be holding it. Now, I might, if I see in retail, I might flip retail, but I'm not going to actively buy any hobby boxes or chase any breaks of college products. I might tag some singles if I'm interested in singles, but I'm just going to be weary of that. I really like to wait. Now, I will also point out this one's an interesting one I'm looking at, the WNBA Prism Basketball, getting pushed back to the October 7th deadline. Anyway, I hope you guys appreciate this video. I just want to give you some insight. You got to do your research early, right? It starts with the draft lottery. It goes into the draft. It goes into free agency. You're going to see trades taking place. You're going to see how these teams finish out. Like the Suns look really strong next year. I mean, I don't care how the Suns finish, but are you excited about the Suns next year? Are you happy to be a Suns fan? Is Zion going to be a big deal next year? Even the Grizzlies. Man, the Grizzlies, it looks like NBA has got a lot of youth and a lot of fun ahead of it. So, really excited. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Have a great day. Bye.